we are entering a dangerous zone of the show because, of course, I've been sheltering at home, and so I gained a few kilos. So we basically organized a little energy session with our friends from the POP protocol. As you know, this has been a very successful book talking about Mediterranean diet, especially all around the world, where you cannot really do that so organically as you can do while living in Italy, or at least spending some time there. This book has become a technology platform, and I'm very happy to welcome on stage Donald O'Neill and Louise O'Neill. If you guys are ready to join, I know we will be chatting. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to the virtual stage. And of course, I need to ask you where you are connecting from.
We're in Cape Town, South Africa, home to the world's harshest lockdown right now, but it's one of the most beautiful cities there is, so we're not complaining too much.
Fantastic. So that makes one more continent connected. And I was saying this goes in the most dangerous part of the show, at least for me, because I understand we are going to do some exercise here, and I've been told that I need to follow and get along with you guys. So I'm kind of ready, hopefully. And so I'll pass the line to you, and you manage it. And if you want to articulate more where you guys are with the POP technology, that we would love to hear from you as well. So stage is yours. When commanded, I'll be ready to rock as well.
Thank you, Roberto. Well, I'll just tell everybody where we are technology and business-wise. We formed the company in 2018. Dr. Asim Malhotra, the British cardiologist, is a co-founder, along with eSense. And we've got to MVP, or if you like, beta status with the technology. We had agreed to run what was going to be a great study with a private company in London who are a supplier to the NHS. And that was going to be our first step into, I guess, the public domain, because we're trying to take POP protocol as a platform to prevent, manage, and even reverse heart disease at scale. We're trying to develop that really on the pharma lines, because we'd like to get as much solid data as we can before we push out for any of the major fundraising rounds. We were actually ready to raise finance on the CrowdCube platform in the UK. We got our EIS and our SEIS tax beneficial status. And then, of course, what recently happened, so the timing wasn't great. But I was very enthused to hear some of the investment experts earlier say that, in fact, now is a great time to be in this space. So the great thing for us is that Asim is a great proponent of metabolic health in general, and that's something that's been a very difficult sell. In the UK, for example, the NHS only spends 10% of their budget on preventive measures. And Asim has been in contact with the British government in the last 10 days, and they've been talking about what more they can do in that space. So it's an exciting time, and all of a sudden the spotlight is shining on something that we've been doing and trying to get the message out on. So I would like to state, of course, that health always starts at home. Whatever about technology and anything else, it starts in the kitchen, and it's starting right here for us in Louise's Pilates studio, and wherever you are all around the world. So we wanted to give you a flavor of just some of the movements and the exercises that you can do, because if you're sitting throughout your day, it gets tedious, and the body really doesn't like that. And from a COVID perspective, the one thing that we're seeing, the data is very, very strenuously pointing to metabolic health as becoming increasingly important for prevention and avoidance. And that applies to all of the major diseases. So Louise is going to kick off with a couple of movements that will just help you realign and get the neural system functioning and really get you feeling that little bit better. So if you do these throughout the day, break up your day, it's really quite powerful. Some of you might have been with us in Berlin a couple of years back when Louise took the role of the human app. So that's what we're doing here again. And just kick back. Actually, don't kick back. Get up and enjoy it and join us. So over to Louise.
Thank you. Hi, Roberto. Hi, everyone. Roberto, hey. Just let me know if you can't hear me so good, because I'm moving away from the screen.
All good.
All good. We are going to stretch the body and stretch the mind after the body. So take your hands above your head, pull one wrist away from the ribs. Come back to center, pull the other wrist away and over. Do that a few more times each side, finding space to breathe into that side of the body, allowing that lung to expand. From there, we'll twist a little bit. We did this in Berlin, where we had a look at the person sitting behind us. Yep, arms moving as you twist. So that's the body stretched. I'm now going to play a bit of a mind game with you. We stand with one palm up below the shoulder and keep the elbow bent for now.
Like an Egyptian.
The other palm down, elbows bent. So one palm up, one palm down. And then you change. And you change. Brain gym. And change. And now, once you get one palm up, one palm down, see what it feels like to let your whole body get involved. So it could be like a little bit of a boogie. Changing and changing. Rewiring the way the head, neck, and shoulders communicate. Keeping the one palm up and the one palm down, look into the upward palm. So you're looking at the palm that is up. And then you change and you look at the other palm that is up. And change. And change. And once you get the rhythm of head and eyes looking at the hand that is facing upwards, you can get your whole body into it. Move your shoulders. Maybe your hips and your knees work with you. And you might hear a lot of grinding in the shoulder joint, allowing a little bit of movement back into what can get quite stuck in a static position. Cool. The next one is really the brain messer. Take care. One palm is up, one palm is down. This time you look very cautiously towards the palm that is down. And then change. Look at the palm that is down and change. And change. It feels a little less coordinated. We're looking at the palm that is moving down and seeing how the rest of the body can integrate with that. Spend a little bit more time figuring this out. We all have our different ways of processing movement. And release. Shrug the shoulders up and down. That's the upper body reprogrammed. Let's go into the lower body. So don't want me to put the screen down just a little bit. Thank you. Great. From there, we're going to sit in feet are hip width apart, parallel. Sit down into your imaginary chair and change your mind. And reach your hands forward to counterbalance you. And you're really sitting into the skin of your feet and the skin of your knees and the skin of your butt. And coming up. And sitting and up. So nothing is static. Everything's quite elastic. There's a rebound that brings you back up from the depth of your seat. And if you want to, you can have a little bounce there and up. And bouncing as you reach the hands forward and up. Use your breath to facilitate the movement, whether it's an inhale or an exhale. Great. Come to standing and let the heels pump all the way up to the base of your butt. So you're lifting yourself up and you use your hands to balance. The heel is actually, and the calf muscles have a vascular pump in them, getting the blood, the old blood back up into the heart. So pump those heels and know that it's medicine for the body. And if you get a little up and out of breath, you can pause and start again. And release. Coming back to center, taking the one hand, reaching it over. And again. Over. The knees can bend if they need to. And ending off with that rotation. Looking behind you. Let the whole body twist with you. Let the knees and the ankles move with you. Imagine your feet are like skateboards, moving as you rotate. They take the corners for you, all those bones in your feet. And come back to center. Well done. That is your computer rewired. Going down.
I'm just going to add one to that, and this is something that you'll find on the Piopi app whenever it releases, but it's actually called box breathing, and it's a trick that the Navy SEALs use actually in the line of fire, so to speak. And all you're going to do is breathe in for 5, hold it for 5, breathe out to the count of 5, hold it for 5, and breathe in again. So that's why they call it the box breathing. So just relax yourself. This is where we get tight. Just really relax. Keep the neck nice and long. And just breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Out. Just keep going. What this is actually doing is resetting your heart rate variability. It's going to increase that. And I've heard a lot of talk about stress and technology for helping you to reduce stress. This is one of the most effective mechanisms that you can use anywhere, anytime. And I know we're running out of time, so I'll just leave that with you. That's one of my favorite little hacks. But that's a taste of the Piopi protocol. And Roberto, you're not looking too bad for a man who claims to have done very little. So well done.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much. I feel a lot better, ready to keep rocking for the next few hours as our global event keeps going. I even survived all the exercises, so that's a great news as well. So I can't wait to be able to do this through the app as soon as possible. Thank you so much, guys, and see you soon around. Meanwhile, let's keep in touch digitally. Bye. Thank you very much.
Thanks,